Mr. Bates. It is now 7 p.m. and I would like to call to order this June 15th, 2021 business meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Aldine Independent School District. We're asking Dr. Viola Garcia to read our ethics, mission, and vision statements and our board goals.
Thank you, Mr. Shanklin. The board has adopted an ethics statement that affirms our commitment to ethical conduct. The statement is, the Board of Trustees is committed to and shall perform its duties ethically and according to our strategic priorities. We will model the highest standards of conduct. We will ensure that no personal value system or personal goal interferes with our duty as public servants. The public interest shall be the principle which guides the board in its deliberations and decisions. Vision statement. All Aldine ISD students will receive a dynamic and unparalleled education that guarantees choices and opportunities today and in the future. Mission statement. Aldine ISD will provide a rigorous and enriching educational experience that prepares every child for success in college, career, and life. The board's goals are aligned with the district's mission. Goal 1, the percentage of grade 3 students who score at meets grade level or above on STAR reading shall increase from 30% to 40% by June 2025. Goal 2, the percentage of grade 3 students who score at meets grade level or above on STAR math shall increase from 39% to 49% by June 2025. Goal 3, the percentage of students of graduates who meet the criteria for college, career, and military readiness shall increase from 59% to 69% by August 2025. Goal 4, the percentage of grade 8 students who score at meets grade level or above on STAR math shall increase from 49% to 65% by June 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia.
Thank you.
We extend a warm welcome to everyone present and are pleased that you joined with us tonight, as well as those who are viewing online. As we celebrate the achievement, review information, and make policy decisions related to the effective operation of the Aldine School District, I would like to thank everyone for taking out your time and busy schedule to join us tonight. And it's really nice to see everybody out, and we're seeing fewer and fewer masks, so I hope that everybody is healthy. Let the minutes reflect that all board members are present here in the room. The meeting of the Aldine School Board of Trustees to discuss a proposed tax rate and budget is now open. It is now 7:03 p.m. The chair recognizes Dr. Tamika Alfred Stevens, Chief Business and Operations Officer.
Good evening, President Shanklin, Dr. Goffney, and members of the board. Good evening. I have several items I would like to discuss with everyone. The first is regarding section 44.004 of the Texas Education Code that indicates that prior to expending school district funds in a succeeding year, the budget must be adopted on or before the first day of the new fiscal year. This same section indicates that the board shall call a meeting of the Board of Trustees for the purpose of discussing and adopting the budget and discussing a proposed tax rate. The code further requires that any taxpayer of the district may be present and participate in this meeting. Proper notification of tonight's meeting has been posted and advertised in the newspaper. There are also copies of the budget on the entry table if anyone would like a copy. With the board's permission, I would like to begin the budget meeting.
Thank you, Dr. Sifford. You can proceed.
We have been working on our 2021-2022 budget since January. With the district's strategic priorities in mind, the priority-based budgeting process was implemented, and every department had an active part in the development of the budget. With that in mind, the projected revenue for the 2021-2022 school year is $650,216,641, And the proposed general operating budget for the 2021-2022 school year is the same $650,216,641. This does represent an overall decrease of about 1.2% from the 2021 budget, so this current year's budget. The budget provides funding for all of our instructional programs, district operations, and student activities. Prior to this presentation, each board member was able to provide feedback regarding the proposed budget and was given multiple options for consideration. Additionally, each board member was provided the proposed general fund budget by function as seen in this presentation. So here we have the proposed general fund budget by function. Also included in this 2021-2022 proposed budget are the debt services budget and the child nutrition budget for the 2021-2022 school year. Shown here is the projected revenue and proposed expenses for the next fiscal year. Does the board have any questions about the proposed budgets?
Board members, do we have any questions? You can proceed, Dr. Stevens.
At this time, I would ask if anyone in the audience would like to address the board on the proposed budgets for the 2021-22 school year.
Doesn't appear to be.
If no one desires to address the board, I would like to recommend that the board approve the 2021-22 budgets that I have presented.
Thank you. Board members, we've heard the recommendation. Do we have a motion?
I motion that we accept Dr. Alfred Stevens' recommendation that the board approve the 2021-2022 budgets as she has presented.
Do we have a second?
Garcia second.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia, and thank you, Dr. Booker. We'll begin the vote with Mr. Bates.
Bates, yes.
Ms. Avalos,
Avalos, yes.
Booker, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Garcia, yes.
Mead, yes.
and I vote yes as well.
Now, President Shanklin, with the board's permission, I would like to begin the tax rate hearing.
You can proceed, Dr. Stevens.
In order for the district to maintain and oversee the schools in the Aldine Independent School District, to pay outstanding bonds in the succeeding year, and any other lawful purposes, it is necessary for the district to set a tax rate. I am proposing the board set the tax rate of 0.3025 cents for the interest and sinking fund and 0.9719 cents for the maintenance and operation fund for the 2021 tax year. This rate is the same as our current tax rate and is a total tax rate of $1.2744. Proper notification of these proposed rates has been posted and advertised in the newspaper. Prior to this presentation, each board member was given a copy of the notice that appeared in the Houston Chronicle. The notice indicated these proposed tax rates. Does the board have any questions about the proposed tax rates I have recommended?
Board members, are there any questions? That doesn't appear to be. Proceed, Dr. Stevens.
At this time, I would ask if anyone in the audience would like to address the board on the proposed tax rates.
Doesn't appear to be, Dr. Stevens.
This tax rate hearing satisfies the requirements set out in section 44.004 of the Texas Education Code. The board will not be able to officially approve the proposed tax rate until the district receives the certified roll from the Harris County Appraisal District in late August. At that time, the district will be able to set a tax rate. The tax rate the district sets at that time cannot be higher than the proposed tax rate discussed in this meeting without another tax rate hearing. Mr. Shanklin, members of the board, this concludes my part of this evening's presentation regarding the proposed budget and tax rate.
Thank you, Dr. Stevens. We will now adjourn the budget and tax rate hearing. It is 7:10 p.m. Do we have an approval of the minutes of the previous meetings? Do we have a motion?
Mr. President, I move that the minutes of the regular meeting and executive session on May 18th, the minutes of the board workshop on May the 18th, June 1st, and June 7th, 2021 be approved as printed.
Do we have a second?
Esparza seconds.
Thank you, Mr. Mead. Thank you, Mrs. Esparza. We'll begin the vote with Mr. Mead.
Mead, yes.
Garcia, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Booker, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Bates, yes.
I vote yes as well, and the motion is approved, carries. We will now hear from Dr. Todd Davis, Chief Academic Officer.
Good evening, President Shanklin, board members, Dr. Goffney. Tonight, I'm excited that we'll be able to highlight some of our exceptional CTE students. The programs that we're going to be highlighting this evening specifically are our agriculture and our aviation programs. And I've invited two of our program directors from CTE to please come join me at the podium. They're going to help us in the celebrations this evening. So I'd like to introduce you to Robert Thomas and Brooke Martin, who's going to take over the recognitions. Thank you, Dr. Davis.
Good evening. Dr. Goffney, President Shanklin, board members, audience. We are excited tonight to recognize 5 of our seniors from General Benjamin O. Davis Junior High School who share a commonality with General Davis. They've earned their wings. These are special wings, not private pilot wings yet, Dr. Goffney, but these are unmanned aerial vehicle wings. These 5 students passed this examination at our flight school partner, at David W. Hicks Airport, Texas Flight, this past May, and they are with us on tonight. We are excited because of passing that exam. This is the Federal Aviation Administration's Part 107 Unmanned Aerial Vehicle license that they now have the ability to obtain. Since they passed that exam, they now qualify for a remote pilot certification. What can they do with that? The cheapest hourly rate that they can charge as a remote pilot operator is $29 an hour. The daily
Amazing.
rate is $200 an hour, up to $600 an hour. And the yearly salaries for individuals with that qualifications start at $50,000 a year. If I may I read those
Yes,
students' names?
yes.
3 of the 5 students are present with us on tonight. Sergio Aviles Aguirre, Jeanette Mendoza, Santi Pounce is not here. Alexander Toralva is not here, but Indy Rocha Torres is here. Those 3 students are here. And do we have them coming down?
join us.
Come on up, guys.
Please.
You are,
That's it.
congratulations, Andy.
And that's Sergio.
All right.
Really.
Mr. Higgins. Ms. Higgins?
Are there parents here?
Parents, please join us.
Yes, please.
And our principal, Mr. Watkins, for leading this program. Congratulations. And I have to say, our director of CTE, Franklin Higgins, I'm so pleased that he's with us
Yes.
tonight as well. And Mr. Watkins and I.
Really, what a start. Wonderful accomplishment, wonderful accomplishment.
Good evening, President Shanklin, Dr. Goffney, and Board of Directors. Don't let him fool you. That is quite a mouthful on that certification. Every time I typed it, it took me 3 or 4 tries to get it correct. But I am happy to announce tonight, the Nimitz FFA students have earned a very distinct honor. As we all say in Texas, everything is bigger in Texas. Well, right now, the Texas FFA Association has 144,000 students. That is the top in the nation. The 1% of that group earns a special degree, and we have 2 of those very special students in our district. So I would like to announce Alex Martinez and Emily Escoto. They are part of a very elite group, as I've said, and they will be awarded their Lone Star degree at Texas FFA Convention in Fort Worth this summer. This degree is a culmination of 3 years of dedication and hard work. The state degree or Lone Star is the highest degree that a high school student can earn through the Texas FFA Association. Prior to applying, Alex and Emily had to catalog their agriculture science courses and participate in competitive events, demonstrate leadership skills, and their commitment to the FFA Association. They have also maintained a supervised agricultural experience, and between the 2 of them, they have raised 5 pigs, a lamb, a heifer, and a pen of chickens, and a partridge in a pear tree. This year at our district livestock show, Alex earned the title of Reserve Grand Champion Market Lamb and Grand Champion Swine Showman. Emily earned the title of Reserve Grand Champion Breeding Heifer, and she also placed in the top 3 of her classes in the 2021 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. But wait, there's more. Additionally, Alex has been elected as the Area 3 FFA Association Vice President, which he's attending to those duties this evening. And he is also the Texas FFA Foundation's ambassador. He will be responsible for educating, encouraging, and entertaining guests, sponsors, and stakeholders this summer at the Texas FFA Convention in Fort Worth. Be on the lookout for both of these students next year. They will both be serving as the Nimitz FFA chairs, and they will be president, Mr. Alex, and Emily will be the vice president. With these leaders like these 2 students, the future of urban agriculture is bright.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, we are good. Oh, certainly, yes, go ahead.
And forgive me, I would like to announce that our agriculture teacher is here from Nimitz High School, Miss Olivia Sippy.
Oh,
So we all know that our Aldine students are the elite, and it's always a great night when we get to meet a few of them. And so proud of our students, so proud of our CTE department, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to celebrate them this evening. And that concludes our award for tonight.
thank you, Dr. Davis. We will now hear from Mrs. Shalia Reed, Chief Communications Officer, for recognition of our staff, students, and patrons.
Good evening, President Shanklin, Dr. Goffney, members of the board, those who are present with us. We have successfully celebrated the end of a school year and also celebrated the class of 2021. If you were following along, we had sunshine, we had rain, but most importantly, we had 9 graduation ceremonies and made it to through our first summer of COVID and actually had a graduation ceremony. So congratulations to all of those who walked across the stage and earned their rights to be a graduate of an Aldine ISD Independent School District school. Let's put clap, yes. First up tonight, we have the opportunity to acknowledge the Aldine Education Foundation, which continues to be a partner and support and offer support to our students, many of those who graduated just a few weekends ago. Linda Flores Olson is here to share a little bit with you about the amazing opportunities the foundation has provided and acknowledge a few of her leaders. Linda?
Before we get started, I just want to point out Shalia's shoes. I want those shoes. 7.5 is my size. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. President, distinguished trustees, and Superintendent Goffney. I'm Linda Flores Olson, and I'm not wearing a mask. Very happy about that. It is my honor and privilege to be here today and to serve as the director of the Aldine Education Foundation. Aldine Education Foundation dedicates each day to serving Aldine ISD. And I'm so proud that we are an integral part of the district's strategic plan, specifically the system of great schools, community engagement, and outreach. Now, tonight, as part of our community engagement and outreach, it is my pleasure to recognize the 2020-2021 Aldine Education Foundation Executive Committee for their outstanding work during a very difficult year, including a global pandemic, the loss of a major donor, and change in leadership. Please help me welcome Ms. Maureen Jones, who is the Vice President of Development, and Stacey Smith, who serves as our secretary, to the podium, who are representing the Aldine Education Foundation Executive Committee tonight, so that we can recognize them all for their hard work. Aldine Education Foundation mission is to provide community-based support to Aldine ISD in pursuit of excellence in teaching, innovation in the classroom, and superior learning opportunities for all students. This year, the Aldine Education Foundation raised money for scholarships. We raised money for a program called Foundation Scholars. It's a good grades incentive program for our students. We also raised cash prizes for our Educator of the Year. Well, there were several. We also raised money for emergency needs. We had that awful winter storm. But please allow me the opportunity to tell you a little bit more about the Aldine Education Foundation. We're not actually part of the district. We are a separate nonprofit, but so happy to be close cousins. And we are governed by a board of 26 community leaders like these fine folks. We have business owners, corporate leaders, community leaders. We're so happy that they wake up each and every day thinking about how we can make the district better. We are 9 years old, so we're about to have our 10-year anniversary. And the Aldine Education Foundation raises money in several ways. We raise money from area businesses, foundations, individuals like you, and also employees, and we have a golf tournament in the fall. Now, I want to brag on this year's board, especially the executive committee, by sharing some great successes that we had during this very challenging year. The Dollar Makes a Difference program. This is an employee giving campaign where we invite employees to give $1 out of their paycheck or more if they can. Our giving during this horrible pandemic went up 3.9%. So that is something to celebrate. It's okay. And the Educator of the Year cash awards went up by 147.5%. And our scholarship cash distributions went up by 6.3%. So during this very difficult year, these wonderful volunteers stepped up to the plate, and so did the community, and to make a difference in our community for our students. So I'm very, very proud of that. So now drum roll. In total, the Aldine Education Foundation has provided graduating seniors $3.5 million in scholarships throughout the years. A big-hearted thank you to all of you for your hard work. So tonight, we honor the entire 2020-2021 Executive Committee. The names are listed on the screen, you will see. Lisa McBride, Richard Cantu. Is my time up? Okay. Daryl Garcia, Sydney Brewer, Maureen Jones, Patty Acosta, Stacey Smith, Seth Shar, David Smith, and Dr. Latanya Goffney. So let's give these fine folks a round of applause. So on behalf of the wonderful scholarship recipients and educators of the year, thank you. Thank you for your service and for sharing your time, talent, and resources with the Aldine Education Foundation to improve the lives of our students in Aldine. You are definitely our heroes. Now, I want to acknowledge there are a few other Aldine Education Foundation board members in the room. We have Connie Esparza, right over there. We have Rose Avalos, and we have Charlotte Davis. Where are you? Back there. So thank you. Thank you for your work. So please help me welcome Miss Maureen Jones to the podium, who will say a few words.
Good evening, President Shanklin, Dr. Goffney, members of the Board of Trustees, and to you, all of my friends who are present here this evening. It is an honor and a pleasure for me to be here to speak on behalf of my work with the Aldine Education Foundation. This year marks my 61st year in Aldine in some capacity. And when I retired, my friends decided I couldn't retire and get away from making a difference with the students and community in Aldine in some way. And that's when I became a member of the Aldine Education Foundation. And it has been a pleasure to see students receive scholarships from the foundation and get their start in furthering their education. We thank you for your support and look forward to many more years of providing help to teachers, staff, and students in the Aldine Independent School District. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your support. Mr. Shanklin, we have just 2 monthly employee recognitions this month. I want to make sure we recognize the Executive Director of Transportation, Mr. Enamorado. He will recognize the Employee of the Month from Transportation.
Mr. Shanklin, Dr. Goffney, board members. Unfortunately, the Employee of the Month wasn't able to make it. She was feeling under the weather today. But as we close this year out, it's a perfect timing. I wanted to recognize my bookkeeper, Lamar Gloria. She was with the district for 20 years. She came on board in 1990. She came to transportation in 2016. 1990, I was 2. Just throwing that out there. So with that, it just shows her dedication to the district. I know when I first came on board, that's one of the things that you really have to be careful in regards to the money. So when I called my peers at the district, they were like, "Who's your bookkeeper?" "Oh, Lamar." "Oh, you're okay. You're fine." That made me feel, better, and rightly so. She's was considering retiring, but I think she's changing her mind. And I hope she changed her mind because I can't let her go just yet. But unfortunately, she's not here. So if she's watching, again, thank you. And I'm looking forward for the upcoming school year.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like to end the night by inviting Stacey Smith, Director of Special Programs, who will present this month's grants.
Good evening, President Shanklin, board members, Dr. Goffney, administrative leadership, and ladies and gentlemen. I'm pleased to feature 2 of our awardees this evening, and we're going to be celebrating Grantham Academy. So at this time, will Stacey Conley, Assistant Principal of Grantham Academy, and Sherry King, Blanca Gonzalez, and Denise Gadiano, who is the magnet coordinator. Would you please come forward? They said, do we all have to come forward? I said, oh, yes. Okay. Yes, facing that way. So Sherry King created the We Do project utilizing coding to develop communication, problem solving, literacy, and building student confidence. In computer science, the students will use digital language to develop coding to move objects, give direction through sequential instructions, and instead of just functioning in theory, they're going to use 12 robots and create visual and tangible objects to demonstrate their coding. She was awarded a grant from Toshiba in the amount of $2,579. Congratulations. And Ms. Blanca Gonzalez led several teams of Grantham students, and this is during COVID, mind you. During COVID, she led several teams of Grantham students who competed in the citywide Go IT Challenge. The students brainstormed and came up with an idea for an app that they felt would help address the need that they saw in the community. They designed it and wrote the code for it, then put the 6 teams, then put together a presentation to market the app to specific targeted audiences. Grantham had 3 of the 6 teams who made the final round from the citywide competition. They were able to present their design app to professionals at Halliburton, community members, and other business partners. The judges from Halliburton and Tata Consulting employees and professionals then asked questions about their app, their presentation, and their marketing ideas. The students were able to defend and explain their presentations. The judges were very impressed with the Grantham Academy students' presentations, and in total, these 3 groups were awarded $1,700 that's earmarked specifically for their STEM education. Grantham Academy and all of the students involved are extremely grateful for their partnership with the Tata Consulting Services and Halliburton for their generosity in supporting these students, the competition, and for their support of STEM education at the middle school level. So we want to congratulate Blanca Gonzalez and all the team there at Grantham. And I know that hearing about it isn't quite as exciting, but they actually have a video that is it posted on y'all's webpage? Could it be? Maybe. We're going to work on that. We're going to check on that, but they have a great little video and photographs and stuff to go along with it. So congratulations. And the total for this evening, I apologize. The total for this evening is $4,279. Apologize, I had to get those hugs in. I've been waiting a year and a half for that.
Mr. Shanklin, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Ms. Reed. We will now move to the consent agenda. The board has had the consent agenda in our possession and for study and discussed them at length in a study session last night. Ms. Loera, do we receive any written comment forms from members of the public to address any consent agenda items to be voted on by the board?
No, sir, we did not.
Thank you, Ms. Loera. Do I hear a motion regarding the consent agenda items?
I move that items C1A to C1C, C2A to C2B, D1, E1 through E9, J1 and J2 on the consent agenda be approved as presented.
Thank you, Mr. Bates. Is there a second? Thank you, Dr. Garcia. We'll begin the vote with Mr. Bates.
Bates, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Booker, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Garcia, yes.
Yes.
I vote yes as well. The motion carries. Do I hear a motion regarding the executive session agenda items?
Yes, President Shanklin. Motion for item K3B. I move that the board approve the final termination of term contract for Anthony Hood, teacher at Lane School, for good cause due to abandonment of contract, and authorize the superintendent to issue notice of proposed termination as discussed in executive session.
Mr. President, I second that motion.
Thank you, Dr. Booker, and thank you, Mr. Mead. We'll begin the vote with Mr. Mead.
Mead, yes.
Garcia, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Booker, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Bates, yes.
I vote yes as well. Motion carries. Do we have another motion?
Yes, there's a motion for item K3C. I move that the board approve the final termination of term contract for Alvaro Gonzalez, Assistant Director of Maintenance at Bamberg Resource and Development Building, and render a finding that good cause exists to terminate his contract and authorize the superintendent to issue notice of proposed termination as discussed in executive session.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia. Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Thank you, Ms. Avalos. We'll begin the vote with Mr. Bates.
Bates, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Booker, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Garcia, yes.
Mead, yes.
And I vote yes as well. Motion carries. Is there another motion?
Yes, motion for item K3D. I move that the board approve the final termination of term contract for Jaime Ballesteros, teacher at Hambrick Middle School, and render a finding that good cause exists and authorize the superintendent to issue notice of proposed termination as discussed in executive session.
Thank you, Ms. Esparza. Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you, Dr. Booker. We'll begin the vote with Mr. Mead.
Mead, yes.
Garcia, yes.
Esparza, yes.
Booker, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Bates, yes.
And I vote yes as well. Motion carries. Dr. Goffney, do you have any new staff recognitions for this month?
Mr. President, Board of Trustees, we have one staff member to recognize tonight, and we're really excited about Dr. Joshua Gobert. Dr. Gobert, he is being promoted from district literacy coach to assistant principal at Stovall EC Pre-K K School. He has 8 years in the field of education. Dr. Gobert is extremely excited to be given this opportunity as an assistant principal at Stovall. It's a campus that has always felt like home to him. In this role, he will uphold the standard of excellence in the organization that supports growth in all areas for all leaders and demonstrates the power of primary. Mr. Jeremy Ames, the principal at Stovall, expressed that Dr. Gobert shared his passion for student success, both academically and socially. He has a shared vision for parental engagement as we support our Bobcat families' achievement. And we believe he is able to establish a positive climate of trust and work to maintain the instructional focus on the campus. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Joshua Gobert, the new assistant principal at Stovall.
I didn't know I was supposed to speak to, but to President Shanklin, the board, Dr. Goffney, my parents, Roderick, Kiana, oh, Ms. Rodriguez, hey, and to Mr. Ames and Mr. Perez, I want to thank you guys and thank you.
Congratulations.
Everyone here supporting him. Parents, come on, you get a photo.
Everybody,
Everybody.
come on down. Everybody.
Are you the baby? No, it's 5 boys. And you just got your doctorate too, so this is amazing. What a year.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dr. Gobert.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Mr. President, Board of Trustees, that concludes my announcement.
Thank you, Dr. Goffney. This is the time that we hear from patrons desiring to be heard to the board. Ms. Loera, do we have any comment forms or
No, sir.
Mrs. Esparza, do we have any board reports?
Mr. President, we do not have any committee reports at this time.
Thank you. Now is the time that we would hear from patrons. Ms. Laura, do we have any comment forms?
No, sir, we do not.
In that case, this is the end of the year, guys. And I would like to open up this opportunity for any of the board to address the public, to say anything at this point in time.
Mr. President, I would.
Mr. Mead.
It's been a tough year. I want to thank Dr. Goffney. I want to thank my board members, and I want to thank Dr. Goffney and her administrators for all that's going on with this COVID. They've done a good job of setting up a plan for our kids to come to school and to be safe. I think our kids were probably safer in school than they were at home. But the board sat through 9 graduations, and every valedictorian and every salutatorian that was there told us what had happened to them. They talked about the hurricane, how bad that was. They talked about the cold weather, how bad that was, and how we lost school time. And they talked about the COVID-19 and how they missed coming to school and being with their friends. And last night we looked at some things, some grades and things, and we're not real pleased with some of the grades that we've seen, because we know what COVID has done, and the teachings has been the best we can with our teachers. We have to really thank our teachers, even though we didn't like what we see so far in some of the grades. We really have to thank those teachers first for learning how to teach the way they did through computers, and then kids that were in class with them. But last night we saw where we are, and we saw where we need to go, and I know we're going to get there. I think we've done a good job. I think I'm really proud of the ones that came last night, the principals and others that set up the programs that we're doing for our summer schools. The summer schools, we're trying to bring the kids back where they've lost things, but not just to bring them back to get their credits back, but also to give them something to come back to have fun as well, to want to go. And I went by one of the high schools this morning, and gee, it was just packed. I think we have in our high schools over 6,000 kids are coming back, and I've never seen that before. It's just wonderful to see those kids doing that. And I'm just so pleased of our teachers. I don't want our teachers to get down on themselves at all. They're doing the best they can. They're doing a good job. And I think we should thank them for what they've done. I also want to thank our administrators for being able to get the equipment, to get the computers to all the kids to be able to use in the hotspot that they have. I think we're going to do better. And like I said about a month ago, and I really sincerely mean this, I love this board. I love being on the board for Aldine. I started school in Aldine and I graduated in Aldine, and I'm still proud to be here. But I want to let you know, I really believe the best is yet to come.
Thank you, Mr. Mead. Any other board members would like to make a comment? Well, with that, I would say, as we often say in Aldine, we go as fast as we can and as
Slow as we must.
slow as we must. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Mead, second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The meeting is now adjourned at 7:43 PM.